How I went full-time on YouTube with less than 30,000 subscribers. That's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. Welcome to this YouTube channel. My name is Zach Hill, and I am a full-time YouTuber. Clearly not on this channel, but on this channel I am going to be helping you by inspiring you, aspiring you, giving you advice on life, on just motivating you to do whatever it is that you want to do. One of the things in my life that I wanted to do was YouTube, and I wasn't doing it to become famous. That was the last thing on my mind, and I wasn't doing it for the money. I could care less about the money at the time when I started to do it. I wanted to help people. The whole purpose behind me starting YouTube was to help people. The whole purpose. And I had a friend that I worked with, and to give you a little background, I work in IT. My YouTube channel is called IT Career Questions. I help people who are looking to get into the IT field. And the person that I worked with had a YouTube channel. He had about 30,000 subscribers or so, and he kept telling me, man, you should do YouTube. I know you like to help people, and I think you would be really good at this. And he pushed me for a few months. And finally, I got around to thinking about it and considering it, and I wasn't sure what I would do. I figured I probably should do something in IT. I should probably do something tech related. And the idea that I had was, why don't I do really basic tutorial videos where I will target older people and help them with some really basic tech issues. How to make the screen size larger on their, computers, how to print the screen on their computer, really basic stuff like that. That was my idea, and I went with it. So I recorded a few videos, and I'll link to those because they're still up. And one of the videos that I recorded was how to use your TV as a computer monitor. And it was the first video that I did where I actually showed my face. And I recorded that from an iPhone 5, I think. And it's still one of my most popular videos to date, which is really crazy to think about. But that's not what I ended up going with. That's not what I ended up staying with. Because a couple months later, or a month later or so, I was in my car and was just thinking about getting into IT. For whatever reason, I was just thinking about the whole process and what that took. And I was like, why don't I put a video out on how you get into IT, what it's like, what you need to know to get into IT. That's what I titled the video, and recorded it from my car while I was driving to a friend's house. And that video stuck. That video did really well. And it was about 18 minutes long, and I said the word like probably 70 times in that video. It was a really bad video. But I saw something there. I saw an opportunity. And it wasn't, again, that I wanted to be famous. It wasn't that I wanted to make money. But I saw an opportunity to help people. And I saw that there was nobody out there on YouTube specifically helping people to get into IT. There's many IT and tech-related YouTubers out there, and there are many popular ones, of course. There's many YouTubers out there telling people how to get into programming and development and things like that. But there's nobody specifically talking about getting into information technology as a whole. And that was my opportunity. So I shifted gears. I started talking about how you get into IT. And that's really what launched what it is that I'm doing. I saw the opportunity, I saw who my audience was, and I went with it. Now, that's the key thing here. And you've probably heard this many times before. Many people have told you, know your audience. Who is your target audience? And that's so true. Who is your target audience? Now, if you guys are looking to become popular gamers or funny YouTube channels, obviously that's a little bit different. My whole stick, if you will, is I was very niched. I was very targeted. My target was people looking to get into IT. So it's a very limited user base, very limited in my viewers. And I had opportunity there. And there's plenty of other opportunity out there for anybody who's looking to start YouTube, right? You could be an expert in something, and you might not necessarily think you're an expert in it, and you might just have great knowledge in it. You can utilize that towards your advantage. Now, I would encourage you and tell you, don't start YouTube if you think you're going to make money right away. Don't start YouTube if you think you're going to be famous right away. It doesn't happen to everybody. Now, some people, yeah, you get lucky, and it does happen right away. Generally, it doesn't. It took me a good 3.5 years to really become a solid force on YouTube, to really start making a good amount of money. And it was about 1.5 years ago that I quit my full-time job working in IT to do YouTube full-time. I was making enough money doing YouTube that I could do that. And that wasn't the purpose. That wasn't my end goal. That wasn't what I expected of this channel of IT career questions. Again, I was there to help people. But the growth that I received and the popularity that I received and overall helping people, the need was there. And I obviously maximized on that. I took that opportunity and went full force with it. Now, I'm very sponsor driven, and that's okay. There's plenty of room for that. There's plenty of room for me to have my own opportunities to make money, which I'm working on currently. But 1.5 years ago, February, I had less than 30,000 subscribers. Less than 30,000. I was getting less than 200,000 views per month. And people thought I was crazy. Like, how are you quitting your job to do YouTube full time? You have a small channel. I sure do. There's no doubt about that. I have 90,000 subscribers right now, and I'm over 200,000 views right now. 230,000 views a month. The quality of the viewers is what counts. The quality of the content that I put out is what counts. And the brands, the companies that I work with, they see that. And I see the type of conversions that I make from my viewers. And being very niche, being very targeted is really where that opportunity lies. That's really how you can become a force to reckon with. And how did I do that? I mean, I really took a lot of time. Took a ton of time figuring out who my target audience was. And it didn't just come to me in one day, 2 days, a week, a month. It took a few months to really hone down who exactly my target audience was. And it took a lot of research. It took a lot of fine-tuning in my videos. And still to this day, there's a lot of fine-tuning in my videos and the content that I produce so that I can make the best possible content and have that be productive and produce sales, which obviously that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me in business. That's what keeps me being able to do this full time. Now, I think there's a lot of people out there who can do this. There's a lot of people who have an opportunity where you could do YouTube full time, but it takes time. You have to be dedicated. And we're going to talk about that in future videos. We're going to talk about that on how you actually go through this process. How do you go from nothing to a full-time YouTuber? That's what this is going to be all about. Not this entire channel, but part of it, because I have a large background in marketing and SEO and, of course, IT. And a lot of what I do on the IT Career Questions YouTube channel is inspire people, give people encouragement. And I wanted to branch off from that and help people in a grander way. And that's what I'm doing here. So how did I do it? How did I become a full-time YouTuber? Well, we're going to talk about that in future videos and how we really narrowed down our niche, how we targeted our audience, how we worked with brands to get them to pay us money, enough money to become full-time. Because I have 4 kids. I have 4 children and a house and a truck. And that's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. So we'll talk about that because there's a lot to it. So stay tuned because this is going to be a fun journey. So this is the Zacky's YouTube channel, and hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more, and inspire, aspire, because if you don't, well then, what are you doing? Thank you for watching. As always, take it easy.